Well, drug maker Moderna is now the second company to post promising results from its phase 3 clinical trials. Moderna says its COVID-19 vaccine shows an effectiveness rate of 94.5%. And that is based on a very huge study involving tens of thousands of adults in the United States, which is still ongoing. Both Moderna and a similar vaccine from Pfizer require people to get 2 shots several weeks apart. Canada, we should say, has pre-ordered 56 million doses of Moderna's vaccine, but it's likely they won't be widely available until well into the next year. But for more, we are reaching out right now to Dr. Hana El Sahly. She is in Houston, an associate professor of molecular virology and microbiology and medicine at Baylor College of Medicine. She's also one of the national co-chairs for Moderna's late-stage COVID-19 vaccine trial. So, Doctor, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
So here you are, you helm this trial for Moderna, a huge process. As I said, tens of thousands of people involved. Tell us just how many people were involved in your trial, and was this large enough to inspire confidence in your findings?
Yes, so we enrolled on the study a little over 30,000 people, 30,419 to be exact, and half got placebo, half got the vaccine. The size of the study and the design, one-to-one randomization, which is like a flip of a coin to get vaccine or placebo, did inspire confidence in sort of the data we are seeing. Added to that, the similarity in the construct between the Pfizer and the Moderna one, when we compared the results that were really almost identical, granted in both studies, they are early, did provide confidence in that what we are seeing is likely real.
Mm-hmm. Does it mean that if you've been able to achieve this 94.5% effectiveness rate, does that mean, having achieved that in the lab, that you can actually achieve that in real life as well?
We achieved it not in the lab, we achieved it in the field. And at least I can speak about Moderna. During the study enrollment period, there was a very deliberate effort at enrolling individuals from all walks of life. We have people from all professions. We enrolled individuals from various ethnic and racial backgrounds. We ensured at least 25% of our participants are older, meaning 65 years of age and older. And we ensured that individuals with comorbidities like diabetes and heart disease are also well represented in the study. So by the way how clinical trials go, this is quite representative of the population. How will such a vaccine perform once it's rolled out in the communities? It's hard to know. I suspect the observational studies will tell us that. But I think every effort has been put forth and actually successful at making sure the study is representative of the population.
Mm-hmm. Now, many people are expressing optimism at your findings and of your development, but they also say that the next step really is peer review. So I'm wondering when the results will be out to be reviewed by the scientific community at large.
We are talking just a few more weeks. The data are still being gathered in the later stages now, being cleaned, if you will, so that the independent review panels, whether it be the safety monitoring boards, the FDA, the American Committee on Immunization Practices, can weigh in on these data and eventually make it to the publication process where more peer review will take place.
Mm-hmm. Now, already there is some discussion as to safety, and this is not just having to do with the Moderna vaccine, but vaccines in general as it's being rushed through right now as a result of the pandemic, and people are already questioning whether or not it is safe. I know that you are expressing confidence right now. What can you say to the laity, if you will, out there that are wondering about the safetiness of this kind of vaccine?
Before the vaccine makes it to the population, it will undergo the same safety review that any other vaccine would have taken place. No corner cutting has taken place, only speeding up of the process. I suspect that there will be a degree of unknown at the end of the day, and that is always the case with any vaccine. But I have confidence in all of these bodies that are going to review these data, in that no one will be jeopardizing the public health safety for any reason.
Is there any way of knowing when this vaccine will be made available to the public, when it will actually make it to market?
That I don't think I have a clear-cut date in mind. We heard Doctors Collins and Fauci and Slaoui earlier today that potentially early 2021, if all the reviews are continue to be favorable. So I don't think I myself have a date, but I would also say within few weeks.
Okay, doctor, thank you for
If
this.
all the reviews are favorable.
Okay, doctor, thank you. I appreciate this.
Thank you.
And that's Dr. Hana El Sahly, who helped lead the investigation into Moderna's late-stage COVID-19 vaccine trial.